Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing to see it here now after all these years.
Yeah. Is this your first time up?
Just got here, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's some history right there.
I'll say.
Yeah. Do you mind if I take a little video while we're talking for history's sake?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I want to ask, you know,
What
but
are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna just put it on my hard drive and keep it. I'm a historian. I've been doing railroad photography for 25 years.
Oh.
My family camp is down here. We've been here since 1945.
Oh,
Yeah, my name is Richard Jordan. So nice to meet you.
I'm Bonnie.
Yeah,
Hello.
and we finally just got up here, Bonnie. Nice to meet you this morning, and we just got up here.
We're
So,
up 1,000 Islands.
oh, that's great.
But,
And you said
I
you're,
read articles,
yeah.
and I've been in touch with Mark Farber.
Okay.
You know him at all?
No, I don't know really anything. I just heard it was up here, and
Oh,
we've been
he's the
working
one
and
that really's been
okay,
up the side.
Good.
He's been doing.
Great.
I couldn't get him. I wanted to tell him I want to come. And
yeah,
can't get hold of him.
yeah, right.
So, because there's other family also, the captain's family that they've
Okay.
been in contact with, and they want to come.
Yeah,
They're all scattered in different states also.
sure. Well, it's pretty fascinating. So, did you know your great grandfather at all? You said
Oh, no.
your great. I mean, did you ever meet him before? I mean, I don't know the timeline. Did he pass before?
He drowned.
Oh,
They all
okay.
drowned.
All right.
He was 47.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And my
I
grandfather
understand,
was
all right.
named for him.
All right.
His family was, well, if you'd like to hear,
I'd love to. I would love to. Absolutely. You know. I mean,
his
fascinating.
Family was grown, the children. He had 5 children.
Okay.
And they lived in Clayton. That's where the
Okay.
ship took off from the Hartford.
Yep.
And
I know that for the boat museums, Clayton.
oh, okay.
That's what
Yep.
you know, it rings a bell in my mind.
Yep. And our
Okay.
family's connected with that.
Excellent.
So it took off from Clayton in September of 1894,
Okay.
and then it went down to Oswego and picked up a load of coal to take to Toledo, Ohio.
To Toledo. Okay.
Yeah. So they went through the
And that was probably either off the Ontario and Western Coal Dock or the Delaware, Lackawanna and Western Coal Dock. I think those were the 2 railroads that were bringing coal up to Oswego.
I don't know
Yeah,
that.
I'm a railroad historian, so I try to make all the.
So you could fill in some little.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Maybe it was coal from Pennsylvania, most likely, and maybe even Scranton area, or maybe
Why do they
you know.
get coal
Yeah,
here to take there, and then they come back with wheat?
yeah. So I guess.
But it was special good wheat from Detroit,
Okay,
white wheat.
interesting.
They were loaded with 27,000 pounds of white wheat.
Okay.
And back. And
Wow.
they were headed, so the Welland Canal, okay, I sometimes forget the words.
Sure,
They
that's
came
fine.
back through the Welland Canal,
Yeah.
and they reported in at Fort Dalhousie, which is, Port Dalhousie. I've been all this places to see. That's in Canada, just beside the Welland Canal.
Okay, all right.
And then they sailed over toward Oswego, but there was a horrible gale.
Yeah.
And so the people in Oswego said they could see the ship going by, they thought it would come into port there to get away. But
Okay.
they felt it had lost its rudder.
Ooh.
It seemed to be flailing around.
Okay.
And it came on, and so Oswego's near that.
Yeah, that's the. My friend and I were just talking about the power plant. You see, there's the 9 Mile Point nuclear power plant, and then to the right, you see those 2 stacks way off in the distance. That's 9 miles farther, and that's the big coal burner in Oswego. So that's about where Oswego is there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is Big Mexico Bay.
Right. Right.
And so it was seen by people who, I don't know who could have lived out around here, but anyway,
Somebody must have saw it, right?
floundering out there.
Yeah.
And it just kept coming, and the waves were worse and worse, and so the masts came down. And
Oh, geez.
all that, and so there was this big sandy life-saving station near here.
Yeah, I think that's
That way.
up a little bit, right? I
Yeah.
believe it was north a little bit from here.
Yeah. And
All right.
they came, because there have been a lot of shipwrecks, as you probably know.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
around.
They miss Oswego and then they
Who knows
end
if
up out
this
here.
is really the Hartford. but
Okay.
It's in the area that it would be.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, they tried to come down from the Big Sandy Life Saving Station, dragging the, can't think of the word now, they throw a line out to the ship, beaches buoy, and they'll be able, if it's close enough.
They try to winch it in or something, or like try to get a line to it or something. Or?
Connects to the mast, and then the men can
Oh, they
like
can
a
run
zip
across.
line.
Okay. All right. Use the line to get off the
Right.
the flailing
But-
boat there. Huh. Okay.
It was too far out, so they had to turn around and
Okay.
they went back to get a boat. But that all took so much time
Yeah.
that by that time it was broken up and it was gone.
Yeah, because it starts to get real shallow. You know, it's fairly shallow here, pretty far out, and the waves build up, and you know, it's just brutal down here. Sometimes the wind we get, and I can just imagine, because just living here sometimes and seeing what the lake will do on its own, it really can come up fast, and the waves just get horrendous over here.
I bet.
You know, 20 feet out there plus, and you don't really think about it, but you know, 25 foot wave that's a serious wave on wherever you are.
I should say.
So
Well,
It's
this
fascinating.
last week we had, two big up there where we are,
yeah,
and I'm sure here it was a lot worse.
yeah, we get
I was worried that it was going to do something to it.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I guess it did move. The one woman I just talked to a while ago said maybe a few months ago it was down there, maybe a few hundred feet or something, and it moved up in one of the storms. So, but now she said it seems to be getting filled up with the sand, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know, it protects it from people. God forbid somebody come up here with a darn chainsaw and cut a piece off of it. That'd be
Well,
terrible.
this is what we're all concerned about.
Right. So,
So he put up the sign to try,
yeah.
because with the COVID stuff, they're trying to reach the state and have people do something about preserving the site.
Right.
They can't reach people and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
all that, so.
Yeah, I know it's a weird times for sure. Well, it's really
Well,
great to meet you. That's
they had,
fantastic.
The captain had brought along his wife and a small baby,
Okay.
and they wanted her to cook, and that's why they brought her along. And so those were the only bodies that were found
Oh.
eventually.
Okay.
They apparently put them over in a small boat, and the baby's body washed ashore.
Oh, geez, yeah.
6 months old.
Oh, geez.
Soon after, and then several days later, the mother's body was found several miles
Oh, okay.
ashore. But none
Yeah.
of the men ever appeared again.
Huh.
And there were about 5.
All right.
It differs as to who was still aboard.
Yeah.
And so, but they were headed up to Cape Vincent
Okay.
to take the fleet, and then Clayton would be home port.
Interesting.
So
Yeah. And you go ahead.
it's so amazing that it could appear. How did it ever get pushed in here? Is what I can't.
Well, I mean,
Storm up.
the storms we had around
Digs it up from
mid-March.
They've looked out
Yeah.
there. They've tried to find the spot,
Yeah.
and they haven't been able to.
Well, you know, with the high water last 5 years, you know, because of the, you know, not letting the water out the dam up there, the maybe, I don't know, weird stuff can happen. I guess maybe the currents change. Maybe the way, I don't know how far out it was, right? So maybe some of the current, the way the channels have changed here, and then the storm riles it up and tosses it up here, and then I don't know, because that's a significant bunch of stuff. I mean, this, you know, a small wave did not bring this up
No,
here. This is heavy stuff.
That is
It,
this amount.
Yep. But some of the driftwood down here too, you can see there's some pretty significant pieces, and they're up the beach. So, you know, we got I don't know if you ever look, but there's a weather buoy at Oswego, and if you just put in weather buoy Oswego, New York into the internet, it'll show you an hourly wind report from that buoy, just to get an idea what the winds are doing up here, you know, and it'll show for the past 24 hours, it'll show every hour, it'll show average wind gust and then peak wind gust. And then if you add on another 20 miles of lake with open water, you can add a little more to those numbers, and you can start to really figure out, you know, some of the stuff that happened here. When I was looking at the wind event that we first had 4 years ago, when the flood came, March 19th out there, the weather buoy station registered 101 knot wind peak and 34-foot waves.
Wow.
And then there's still 20 more miles of lake here before it hits here, so you can do the math on that one. So.
Let me take a picture of you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be
I'm gonna
fantastic.
call and tell them I'm here.
Yeah, thanks so much.
It's been fantastic meeting you.
Yeah, it's very fortuitous.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah, nice meeting you. It's been awesome.
Is that your boat over on the
Yeah,
other side?
yeah. Did you guys boat up?
We kayak.
Oh, nice. Excellent, excellent. Yeah.